part of the county. Now this is Doppler indicated tornado warning. We don't have any spotters on the ground just yet, anything about a funnel cloud or anything like that, but we are seeing this on Doppler. So let me get it zoomed in here where we're looking at going to this morning. Literally, this storm picked up quite a bit of speed in the last just few minutes. We're starting to see this now roll into parts of southern Kentucky. Now, just a little bit to the southwest of Monticello, but I'm going to take it a little further. If you live along Highway 90, if you live along Highway 92 or 167, you guys need to be getting to your shelter right now. I'm going to take it in a little closer on the most potent part of this cell here, kind of show you some of the towns that are being impacted. So Shearer Valley, you guys are right in the path of this. Wendy, Slickford, those areas will be seeing the storm move toward them in the next few minutes. Now, this storm did have a warning on it in parts of East Tennessee, so that will continue to be the case for the next few minutes as we go through parts of eastern Kentucky. My concern now is it's approaching the city of Monticello and eventually may get into parts of western Pulaski County. So we will be watching this with you over the next few minutes, and that goes, again, until 9 o'clock this morning. Now, again, if you live in some of these areas, let me see here. Go back down to the south just a little bit closer to the border. If you live in the cities closer to the border with Tennessee, that's kind of the areas that the worst part of it is moving through just now. Slickford, right over top of you, you guys need to be in your shelter. Just to the east of Sunnybrook, those areas. Let's see what else we've got here. See if I can pinpoint some of these roads for you. Highway 1009, you guys are right in the thick of it now, back toward Cooper-Slickford Road. You guys will be seeing this in the next literally couple of minutes. And then back toward, let's see, back over toward 167. I'm trying to find some more main highways here. Now remember, this system is moving to the northeast at a pretty good clip. We're looking at about 65 miles an hour. So it will start to move a little bit quickly, so it will not be over you for very long, but still a very dangerous cell here, capable of creating a tornado rotation indicated on Doppler radar. Not seeing it on the ground just yet, but coming in reports of some rotation there. So again, if you are in Wayne County, that's back toward Monticello, again, some cities in the path here: Shearer Valley, Sumter, Ray Gap. Your areas are in that. We'll be seeing that in the next few minutes here. It will pass mainly to the west of Wendy and Zula, those areas, but we're going to continue to see this track toward the city of Monticello as well. If you are in Monticello, you need to be taking shelter right now as we head through the morning hours, because this tornado warning goes until 9 o'clock this morning, unless it's extended, which it might be. Even though it's moving at a pretty good clip, we're going to continue to see this come through here over the next few minutes. Now, I'm going to back it out just a little bit and kind of show you some more areas that could be potentially in the path of this storm in the next few minutes, because remember, this is moving to the northeast at a pretty good clip. So as we go back, remember Pulaski County right next to Wayne, literally moving pretty fast now, picking up some speed. It might actually clear the city of Monticello, but still very dangerous storm. Don't want to take any chances. If you're in Monticello, be getting to your safe place as soon as possible. 167, it's right upon you guys now, that highway there. 92 coming up on those areas. So if you live in Wayne County, get into your safe room or your shelter now, because it's moving in a pretty good clip off to the north and east. This cell is part of that larger system we've been talking about all morning that's starting to move toward areas into southern Kentucky. It will eventually continue to push toward the I-75 corridor. Again, Pulaski County could be right in the path of this storm over the next few minutes if it weakens any, which right now it does not look like it has over the last few minutes. And this cell has had a tornado warning on it for quite a while into parts of East Tennessee. So again, something to watch very closely. Also, if you're in western McCree County, this system may clip you guys just a little bit too. So if you live right there along 92 McCree County, 27, you guys may want to be thinking about taking shelter now in the next couple of minutes, because like I said, this system is moving very fast and will be moving off to the northeast. So we're going to continue to track this for you here for about the next 16 minutes till this tornado warning is allowed to expire, or if it's extended, we will continue to track it for you right here on WYMT. We're also on Facebook and Twitter. I may not be able to get to your for responses right now, but we are going to put out the latest information that we can as soon as we get that. here in the next little bit. Now, I'm going to zoom back in on the most potent part of this cell. It's still in kind of the south central part of Wayne County, right along Highway 167, to the east of Slickford and to the north, or actually to the southwest, excuse me, of Burfield. So Burfield, you guys are kind of in the path of this over the next few minutes. It's moving off to the northeast at a pretty good clip. So take shelter now. Get into your safe place as we head through. Let me see here if I can pull up on my other computer, just a second, some of these safety tips for you as we go through. Can you guys in Master see those? If we can, let's switch over to those real quick. If we can do that, just let me know. But so far right now, again, we're watching this cell continuing to move to the northeast. Okay, we're going to switch over real quick and show you these severe weather tips. What we're looking at: go to a basement or a lowest point of your home, interior hallway or a room. Stay away from those windows and abandon those mobile homes. Again, a bathroom, a basement, anywhere without windows, a central part of your house, anything like that will work in a pinch. Definitely want to get you to safety in the path of this storm. Rocky Branch, Griffin, you guys are right in the path of that as well. So we're going to continue to watch this Coopersville off to the north and to the east, and that's the way this system is moving. So a pretty potent cell, and it actually looks like it might be gaining a little bit of strength. It's not really died out too much in the last few minutes, so we will continue to track this cell. Let me see if I can actually put a track on it and show you some of the communities that are in the path of this. Let me get zoomed out here a little bit so I can kind of take it over a several county range if need be here in just a second. Let me get back out far enough for you so we can put that on there for you. But again, in Wayne County, if you're just joining us, we are looking at a tornado warning for Wayne County. The main part of the part of the cell that may be showing some rotation is to the south of Monticello. But if you're in Monticello or anywhere along south central or northeastern or even eastern Wayne County, you need to be getting to your shelter right now. This is the time to be doing that because this is a fast moving cell. Let me get out here just a little more, and then we'll put the track on that for you, because I think this will be a relatively small track here with it moving so fast. Let's see. Moving to the northeast at a pretty good clip. So basically, just over the next few minutes, that gives you an idea of where it's going to be heading. We're looking at going back into Burfield, Kids Crossing at just a few minutes from now at 8:55, about less than 10 minutes. Gregory, Betsy. Now, again, this is just at 59 miles an hour, so a little faster than that. And then we're also looking at Burnside and Pulaski County, Cumberland Falls. So some of the areas there will be affected in the next few minutes. So just to kind of give you an idea where this storm is heading as we head through time over the next little bit. So again, we're tracking this cell this morning here on Mountain News this morning of a tornado warning. It's a tornadic cell across parts of southern Wayne County, and it's moving pretty fast to the northeast. So if you live in McCreary County, the far western half of the area, or into parts of southern Pulaski County, we could be seeing this cell coming your way in the next few minutes. So we're going to continue to watch this for you and track it. And again, the highways, if you were okay, there it goes again. We just got some new information in to the south of Monticello, but that doesn't mean you guys are out of the woods. It's a pretty stout little cell, so you need to be in your safe place right now. It's actually the northern edge of the worst part of the cell, right on top of Monticello as we speak. I'm going to zoom back in here to the northeastern half of the county and try to find you some more roads and communities that are being affected by this as we go through here. Span, it'll be on top of you guys in the next couple of minutes. Pueblo, Delta, Kidder, all those communities will be in the path of this in the next few minutes, and it as actually will in the next few minutes start to approach Pulaski County. So in Burnside, you guys need to get into your safe place right now. This is a fast-moving system, 65 miles an hour, moving up to the northeast as we head through. Click on the chat one over there on the end, on the bottom of the taskbar. Just want to make sure we don't have any new data here as we head through on the bottom there, Sean. Okay. See it? Okay, just making sure we don't have any new information here. We're hearing, no, nothing new at this point. That's what we're looking at. There's no more cells actually back toward Lexington, and that's what they're talking about right now. But this Wayne County cell is our area of main concern. But again, those communities we've got highlighted here on live pinpoint Doppler radar are the ones that will be seeing this cell moving into their areas in the next little bit. I kind of expect this tornado warning to be expanded to include McCreary and Pulaski counties because it does not look like it's losing any strength. So again, Burnside, let's take a look at some of the smaller communities here. Nevillesville on the western side, northwestern side of McCreary County. This cell moving towards you guys. Sloan's Valley, Keno, all those areas, it'll be heading in that direction over the next few minutes. So we're going to continue to track this cell whether either till the warning expires or till we get a new warning here in the next few minutes, which I really suspect we will at this point because things are not really dying down. Very, very intense right here near Ray Gap and Griffin, Pueblo, Slavens, all those communities right now in the path of this. Pueblo will be on top of you here in the next couple of minutes at the leading edges already. So you need to be getting into your safe place now and be taking cover for that as we head through here into the morning hours. So a very active weather day on tap for us. We were talking about this all morning during Mountain News this morning and picked up a little speed on us and got into our western counties a little bit earlier. Now, I do believe this cell, I'm actually going to zoom way back out here and try to get a better track on this cell to kind of give you a better idea where it's going to go over the next little bit. Let me take it back out. But eventually, if this cell stays on the same path, it will cross into northwestern parts of McCreary County and into southwestern parts of Pulaski County. So we're going to watch this one over the next few minutes. Let me put another track on this here for you and see if we can get a little bit better data now that we've got some more data in of what areas will be affected in the next few minutes. So let me pull this up here and we'll put that track on there for you. Okay. Now, moving northeast at 65 miles an hour. So we'll take this out here and see what we've got as we head through here. Hold on just a second. Got a lot of data coming in here, so it's taking just a minute. Let me take care of this here for you. Hold on just a second. But really moving off to the northeast at a pretty good clip. Here we go. US 27, if you're in US 27 in either Pulaski or McCreary counties, it's best to try to find some shelter now because it's moving at a pretty good clip here. Let's see what we've got going on here. Here we go. Okay, 65 miles an hour. And you can see literally before I even put the track on it that if this cell holds together, it will head toward Laurel County and Clay County at some point in the future. So here's what we've got. 852, which is basically right now the community of Coopersville, Gregory at 856, Kidder at 902, Bronston at 906, Huxley 918, and Mount Victory also at 918, and Bark Camp by 921. So quite a few thousand people there affected too, about 89,000 people in the path of this storm. A very, very active storm. We've seen it strengthen a little bit in the last few minutes, but we have not gotten any reports. Let me stress that. No reports of a tornado on the ground. This is just Doppler indicated tornado. So we are watching this system. Get those reports in here to us if you can, because we want to see, like we always say, you guys are our eyes and ears. Do it safely, though. Wait till the storm passes because we don't want to put you in harm's way, but just want to let you know right now what areas will be affected in the next few minutes. So, again, if you're just joining us, tornado warning in Wayne County in southern Kentucky until 9 o'clock here, about another 7 minutes, and I really suspect this will be extended. Let's see, I think we have, switch back over there, Sean, I think we have a new warning here for Pulaski County. Let's see. Yeah, we've got a severe thunderstorm warning. That one was up earlier, continues for parts of Wayne County and Pulaski County until 9 o'clock. So we're looking at that as well. I kind of, like I said, expect that one, the severe thunderstorm warning, to be upgraded because this cell has a lot of punch to it. You can see here indicated by the darker reds and the purples there in the middle. That's where the heaviest bands of rain, the damaging winds, and the possibility for the strongest damaging wind could be seen. So again, if you're in Wayne County, looks like to the east now of Monticello, or if you're in northwestern McCreary County or southwestern Pulaski County, you guys need to be taking shelter now. A very potent thunderstorm continuing to move off to the northeast at a pretty good clip here. Okay, there's what I was expecting. Tornado warning now for Pulaski and Wayne counties until 9:45. So that goes for a little while longer here now. Let's see what here. We've got some information coming in. located near Steubenville or near Monticello, moving northeast at 65, just like we've been saying. So again, Pulaski County now added to this tornado warning, and that goes until 9:45. The one for Wayne has been extended until 9:45 as well as we head through there. And we'll continue to watch this cell as we go through time there too. So we're also going to try to get back in here and look at a little bit more of this, get you some more communities that this will be impacting here in the next few minutes. Moving at a pretty good clip, which is in some ways good because it really doesn't have time to sit over an area, but still a very, very, very dangerous storm. Cannot emphasize that enough. So Delta, Kidder, Keno, I believe, is in Pulaski County. Burnside, you guys are in the path of this storm too. Tateville, Blue John, Wilborg over in, or Wyborg, I'm sorry, over in McCreary County. Everybody along 27 right there where those counties meet. This storm is moving toward you at a pretty good clip. So we're going to continue to watch this and see what we've got going on here. But again, a tornado warning, Pulaski and Wayne counties now until 9:45. And again, a very dangerous cell. It's been picking up some steam as it came through parts of Tennessee. So several counties here in the area that will be, or several communities rather, here in the area that will be affected. Again, cannot emphasize, this is the time if you are in front of this storm to be getting into your safe place. You can go to a basement. You can go to a windowless room. You can go to an interior hallway. Abandon those mobile homes, though, and get to a safer location, a more sturdy location as we go through there. So, again, some roads, major roads that it's getting ready to approach, US 27, Kentucky 90, and the community of Burnside and eventually towards Somerset and Ferguson. But this system now is still moving through parts of Wayne County, and we're going to continue to see this system move through here over the next little bit. So we're going to keep tracking this with you and keep watching this. Moving most of it past Highway 92, but that's not a reason for you to get out yet. The storm is still pretty potent and still moving through that area, even though if the worst of it may be past you. We can see damaging winds, we can see hail, we can see all kinds of things out of this system. And again, this has not been a funnel cloud spotted on the ground, but it is a Doppler indicated tornado, or at least a cell capable of producing a tornado, let's put it that way, as we go through here into the 9 o'clock hour. We're approaching that now, but if you're just joining us, new tornado warning for Pulaski and Wayne counties until 9:45. Now, everybody on the northeastern corner of Wayne County, southwestern corner of Pulaski County, right along US 27, Kentucky 90. You need to be getting into your safe place right now. We're going to continue to track this storm as it approaches Pulaski County and through, but again, it's moving at a very fast clip at 65 miles an hour. So we're looking at the possibilities for that to continue if it doesn't lose any potency over the next few minutes, and it really doesn't look like it has. So we're going to continue to see the areas there that you see the brightest colors going to be the ones that could see the most imminent damage. So we are going to watch that very carefully and watch the communities that are in front of that and keep you posted. Let me zoom back in here and kind of give you another idea. I know we talked about just a second ago, but I really can't emphasize enough tracking the communities that are in front of this thing, because if we can give you any lead time to get into your shelter, that's the most important thing. Okay, new update, literally moving into Delta and Kidder now. Those are still in Wayne County, but really approaching the Pulaski County line. So it's going to start moving over into Pulaski County here in the next few minutes. Keno, Sloan's Valley, Tateville, those are all in Pulaski County. Quinton, you guys need to be getting to your safe place right now, getting into your shelter. Let's switch over real quick to those tips, and I'll show those to you real quick here and what we've got for those. Again, just go to the basement or lowest point of your home, an interior room or hallway, and then we've got staying away from windows and abandoning those mobile homes. So again, cannot stress those safety tips enough, just to get to a sturdy and safe place. And we need to just literally kind of hunker down for this one, because it is a very, very potent storm. We're going to continue to see that over the next few minutes. Now, I'm going to scoot over here and look at some more data to see if there's anything new. But so far, I don't think we've got any reports yet in out of those areas. But southwestern Pulaski County, Burnside, the community of Burnside, you guys need to kind of get ready and hunker down for this one, because it's going to be coming through your area here in just the next few minutes. I'm checking for any new data to see if we got anything else going on this morning. Let's see. Okay, no new data in just yet, but again, we're tracking this system very carefully over the next few minutes, and we're going to continue to watch this and track it all the way through, because we've got several counties here in the path of this system and really approaching the I-75 corridor. So if you have folks that you know that family members live in the southwestern corner of Pulaski County, Tateville, Omega, Burnside, Keno, let them know they need to be in their safe place right now, because this cell capable of producing a tornado heading right for them. Somerset, Ferguson, you guys I think are going to be off to the north, but still get in a safe place, prepare for that, because this cell has been intensifying a little bit over the last few minutes. So we're going to continue to watch this. 27, US 27, the cell is approaching now there, the worst part of it anyway. 192, you guys need to be kind of taking shelter communities along 192, because again, this is a very fast moving cell. We're going to continue to see this move out to the northeast at 65 miles an hour. So we're going to see it come through at a pretty good clip, and we've only got really just a few minutes with a time frame like that, because we're really going to see this continue to scoot off to the northeast. Now, once it gets past that, let me zoom out here and kind of give you an idea of what's also in the path of that. Laurel County, parts of central and southern and southwestern Laurel County, maybe even as far south as northern Whitley County. So that just gives you an idea of where this is heading in the next few minutes. So something to definitely keep our eye on as we head through into the 9 o'clock hour here. Just now approaching 9 o'clock. Just past 9 o'clock, actually. But if you're just joining us, we have tornado warnings already this morning for Wayne and Pulaski counties in southern Kentucky. We're going to continue to watch this cell move off to the northeast, and literally if you live along the I-75 corridor, this is the time now to get to shelter, to safety. Again, this is a very, very dangerous cell. Doppler radar indicating the capability of producing a tornado. Now, no funnel cloud spotted just yet. We haven't heard anything about that, but we're keeping an eye on reports coming in from several different sources to see if anything has gone by. Now, the city of Monticello, the main part of this cell is past you. So we're now watching Burnside and Somerset. It's getting ready to cross into parts of southwestern. Part of it already has southwestern Pulaski County. So again, anyone right along the US 27 corridor, you need to be taking shelter right now as we go through the morning hours here. We're continuing to track this storm as it moves off to the northeast. Burnside, right on top of you guys, the 192 corridor, London and Corbin. This is a good idea or a good time for you guys to start getting ready to get into your shelters, because this system literally moved quite rapidly over the last few minutes. So it's going to continue to push off to the northeast and starting to lose. It's starting to break up a little bit there in the middle. You can see the colors indicating the heavier bands trying to separate a little bit, but that doesn't mean anything. That just tells me that it's either expanding a little bit or it may be just spreading out, because we haven't seen any indication of this losing any of its intensity over the last few minutes. So again, we're continuing to track this storm now. Parts of northwestern McCree County as well. You guys are not in the warning, but some heavier bands of showers will be moving through your direction over the next few minutes as well. So be prepared for that if you live in the northwestern section of McCree County as well. But the main focus now, eastern Wayne County and northeastern Wayne County and southwestern Pulaski County. Now moving in Burnside, right on top of you guys in Pulaski County, right along the US 27 corridor, and also just south of Somerset. But there still could be some damaging winds and some hail, and maybe even more across parts of that area. So Somerset, Science Hill, the main part of the cell is below you guys, but still, this is a good time to be in your shelter. Don't want to take any chances with anybody as we go through the morning hours here, right along the US 27 corridor. Kentucky 192 in Pulaski County going into Laurel County. You guys need to be taking shelter now, because this system is moving very, very fast. So it will be on top of you before you know it, and you won't have time to get to a safe place if you wait too long. So let's do that now. Back also toward to the city of London and the city of Corbin. You guys, parts of it anyway, will likely be in the path of this storm. So we're going to continue to track this as it heads through several counties now here in southern and southeastern Kentucky as it approaches the I-75 corridor. Still checking to see if there's any reports coming in here. Let's see. No, still haven't seen anything. That's good news because we're not getting any damage reports, but that doesn't mean anything. You want to stress that. Just because we're not getting any reports doesn't mean you need to go outside and take a look for things. You need to be in your shelter, hunker down right now, because the worst part of the storm now moving into parts of Pulaski County, central and south central and southwestern Pulaski County, along the US 27 corridor going back toward Kentucky 192. Now, this storm, again, moving at a pretty good clip to the northeast, 65 miles an hour, and started over in Tennessee and worked its way across the border. This is just part of a massive line. Now, these are the only counties, I know I've been focusing on these counties, but they're really the only counties seeing much of anything. There's a little bit of sail trying to develop in parts of Whitley County, but for the most part, everybody on the other side of I-75 dry so far this morning. So this is the main line we've been watching here as we head through. So it literally extends all the way up to the Ohio River. Lexington, the city of Lexington was under a tornado warning a few minutes ago, but so far I haven't heard any reports out of there either, but we are focusing right here on Pulaski County and Wayne counties in southern Kentucky. I kind of expect Wayne County to be expired here in just a second from this tornado warning, because the bulk of this cell has moved now into Pulaski County. Somerset, it is just south of you guys, but if you're not in your safe room, you should be already, but if you're not, you need to get there right now, because this cell, very, very potent, going through north of Burnside and south of Ferguson. At least that's part of it. And then you go a little further south, south of Tateville and Blue John. And Blue John, if you're not being affected right now, you will be in the next literally couple of minutes, so you need to get into your shelter. Beyond that, Poplarville, the 192 corridor, Eula, Anno, Sugar Hill, those areas, Squibb, and then you get over into Laurel County at that point. So again, we'll be tracking this system as it heads all the way through, and I kind of expect it to be extended into Laurel County, because it's really not losing any strength over the last few minutes, and so far a very, very powerful thunderstorm. Let's see here. I'm going to back out, and I'm going to try to put a track on this to see if I can give you a good idea of what communities a little further out may be affected here in the next few minutes. Let me get out here a little further. Well, a little bit of redevelopment there in Wayne County, in the eastern part of Wayne County. So that cell trying to get a little bit more intensity back in that too. And what a Doppler indicated tornado means, or at least the conditions that trigger a tornado warning for a Doppler indicated tornado, is the Doppler is registering rotation and the possibility for a tornado to form. That doesn't mean there's one on the ground, but there could be. So again, this is not something to take lightly. It's something to take very seriously, and you guys and the path of this storm need to be in your safe place now. Let me back out here a little more. I'm going to try to put a track on this for you to show you, but literally you've watched this move out to the northeast. London, you guys are directly in the path of this storm. Parts of Corbin, you as well. I think it's going to stay, the bulk of it, to the north of Williamsburg, but once you get past London, you've got Clay County, you've got several other areas there that could be affected in the next few minutes, and I really expect here in the next little bit for that to be pushed over into Laurel County. I also got something here. Let me pull this up while I'm right here. We got now a severe thunderstorm warning just across the border into Campbell County, which is just below Whitley County in Tennessee, and that goes through 945 as well. So we're going to continue to watch that over the next little bit, because you see right here behind that, there's a sail that's got some pretty good development that could start to swing its way up toward Claiborne County and Bell County, Kentucky here in the next few minutes. We'll keep an eye on that one too, but right now, severe thunderstorm warning. Back to the tornado warning here in parts of southern Kentucky. We're still looking at Pulaski and Wayne counties until 9:45. You just joining us, we are under a tornado warning for Pulaski and Wayne counties in southern Kentucky until 9:45 this morning. The tornado watch just went up literally a few minutes ago, right around 8:25, and then the flash flood watches have been out already. So heavy rains expected from this system. You saw the radar estimates earlier of the possibilities, anywhere from a couple of inches in those areas, especially southern Kentucky. So we're now getting in on the first line of this and moving in a pretty good clip. So I'm afraid this will be a long day for folks across the mountains of eastern Kentucky, because these storms, you've been watching our news showing you other parts of the country, these storms are very violent and picking up in intensity. So let me switch over here real quick to the tracker I'm going to try to switch that over here for you. Let me do this. There we go. And we'll go back into this view. Okay. Now, let me put the track on this sail here for you. But literally, it's moving at a pretty good clip across Pulaski County now. Most of it out of Wayne County, and most of it in Wayne County lost a little bit of potency there. So we're going to continue to watch this move off to the northeast at about 65 miles an hour. So in the next hour, basically, everywhere from Livingston at 9:30 to Atlanta at 9:37, Bent at 9:14, that's here in about 4 minutes, Bunch at 9:24, Sublimity City at 9:32, and Cornelius at 9:42. So moving pretty good clip here, and you can see by that track there that it's going to go right across Laurel County. So you folks in Laurel County also need to be getting ready to get into your safe rooms and your shelters, because it's moving to you at a pretty good clip. Most of the bulk of this sail to the south of Somerset, but that doesn't mean anything. Right here, we're watching this move toward Poplarville, and now moving past Burnside and Tateville. So that's clearing that area just a little bit, but it's approaching the 192 corridor right there along the I-75 corridor. So something to watch as we have going through the next little bit. I'm trying to see here as we go through the next little bit, but it's tracking this sail going off to the northeast at 65 miles an hour. So we're going to continue to watch this go through over the next little bit. I know a lot of you are responding to me on Facebook, and I'm sorry I can't get back to you a little faster, but we definitely want to make sure that we are warning people as best we can about this sail coming through here right now. Again, if you're just joining us, tornado warning for Pulaski and Wayne counties in southern Kentucky. Let me see if there's any new information. I really kind of expected Wayne County to be discontinued, but that doesn't mean this is not a strong storm and still in Wayne County, but the bulk of it now has moved into Pulaski County, past or crossing rather the the US 27 corridor heading toward I-75 and the 192 corridor. So you folks right there in southeastern Pulaski County and part of northeastern Pulaski County too need to start getting ready for this sail to move towards you guys, because it is moving at a pretty good clip. Again, 65 miles an hour off to the northeast, and several communities, we highlighted that there in the last few minutes, getting ready to move in that direction. Now, I'm going to zoom back out and kind of give you a regional view, because I want to show you what we're looking at as we head through time. I kind of want to put this on the loop for you to show you what to expect over the next few hours. This whole system is moving to the northeast and will continue to track to the northeast, and there is much more below it. Let me zoom out here to a more regional view, but we were showing you this earlier. This is all the way down into parts of Chattanooga, Atlanta, and we've also got more behind it, back toward Memphis and Huntsville, Alabama. So we are not done by any indication just yet, but again, just one to watch as we head through here, going back down to Pulaski County, where we have the active tornado warning as we head through here, also into Wayne counties. But it looks like at this point the majority of the worst of that has moved out of Wayne County and now into Pulaski County. Heavy soaking rains across Wayne County, McCreary County, parts of Pulaski County. Now this cell is really getting close to the 192 corridor and moving over toward the I-75 corridor. So this cell literally at this point is pretty much heading toward London. So you guys in London need to be getting to your safe room, to your shelters, taking cover right now. I think the bulk of this will stay north of Corbin. Now, this could also clip a little bit of Rockcastle County too. So we're going to continue to watch that over the next few minutes to see how this tracks. But again, the bulk of this to the south and to the east of Somerset, and now approaching the 192 corridor there as we head through the morning hours here, getting a very active start already this morning across parts of southern Kentucky. Now, a few little cells are trying to break out in advance of this. You see one here between Pineville and Middlesboro. No warnings, just a little soaker trying to build in there, and then some rain moving into parts of Knox County and Whitley counties as well. So if it's not raining in your areas yet, right there along the I-75 corridor, it will be soon. But the main part of this cell that we're watching, let's see here what we got here. Okay. Well, the main part of this cell we're watching is here in parts of central southeastern Pulaski County, moving toward the Laurel County line as we head through there. So again, this has been a very dangerous storm. It looks, at least on radar, and don't take this to mean that it's over, but it looks for the most part, except for this cell, this part of the cell right here that's still red and purple, that some of this is starting to weaken a little bit. So that's some good news as we head through the morning hours, but we are far from done. We could be seeing quite a bit of severe weather today, so we've got a lot to track, and we are not going anywhere for you this morning. So we're going to be right here through all of this, and we'll keep you posted and keep you safe. Now, I'm going to zoom back in here and take you to some of the communities that on the eastern edge of Pulaski that this cell will be affecting here in the next few minutes. Whetstone, Anno, Squibb. Then you go over into Laurel County. You've got Bernstadt. What else we've got over here? High Top. Anything right along 192 or along, let me see what road this is. Let me switch over to my other tool here. And this would be, that's 80 and 1956. So those areas right there, you guys, 1249 as well, are in the path of this cell. So it will continue to move across those areas here in the next few minutes. So again, we are tracking this Doppler radar indicated possible tornado across Pulaski County now, moving now into the central and southeastern parts of the county, north of Poplarville, just west of Whetstone. But we'll be moving that direction here in the next few minutes. Now northeast of Meese, south of Piney Grove, south of Stab. So those areas, especially right along the 192 corridor there, you guys are getting the worst of it now. We could see damaging winds, we could see hail in this system, and we could also see the possibility for tornadoes because the rotation is there and the Doppler radar indicated. Okay. New information coming in. Wayne County, you guys are out. No more tornado warning for Wayne County. Tornado warning for Pulaski continues until 9:45. So that's about 30 minutes from now. It's moving pretty good, but still, it's got a lot of ground to cross with a lot of Pulaski County here. Let's see. I'm trying to find some more information out here real quick. Let's see. Okay. Okay, right now, let me zoom out here because I think I just got some new information about another cell, the one we were tracking in parts of East Tennessee here real quick. I think the cell in East Tennessee moving across into parts of the area, and to parts of the area to the south is now getting ready to move toward Claiborne and Campbell counties, which could eventually get into Bell County. So let me zoom out and look at that one real quick. Okay. All right, let's take a look here and see. Still a severe thunderstorm warning for Campbell County. That's just right across from Whitley County. I want to take a look at this cell. Yes, this cell here in Tennessee, it's still a ways off from Kentucky, but still a pretty good little rainmaker there, and I think it's going into Scott County, I believe, Scott County, Tennessee, but that's the tornado warning there, or Hamilton County maybe, as we go through there. So that's the one we'll keep an eye on too, but the one we're watching here in southern Kentucky actually starting to look like it's dying just a little bit in most areas. Now, it's still to the east of Somerset, a decent little cell with some possibilities of rotation and showing up on Doppler as rotation. So that means that's why the warning was issued, because the possibilities that we could see some of that come through here as the next little bit. Now, this cell will be going into Laurel County very soon. It's right there on the line going toward Bernstadt and let's see. Let's, track some of these here. Pongo, 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 Pittsburgh, and you see right there, you can see in relation to London where the leading edge of this cell is. So getting pretty close. So if you're in London, in Laurel County, you need to be getting to your safe room right now. Even though there isn't a tornado warning for Laurel County, there's a severe thunderstorm warning for Laurel County. But we want to keep an eye on that too as we head through here. Let me, I got some new information. I want to try to get that out on Twitter and Facebook. Severe thunderstorm, like we were just talking about, for Jackson, Laurel, Pulaski, and Rockcastle until 10 a.m. So I would say it's likely here in the next few minutes that the NWS will allow this warning to expire in Pulaski County because they see that it is dying down just a little bit as it moves across toward the Laurel County line. But it's been a pretty stout sail for a little while there. As we head through here, and it's moving pretty fast too, going through the morning hours here. But you see the communities in the path of this: London, Pittsburgh, Sublimity City, Bernstadt. That's in Laurel County. The tornado warning is still in Pulaski County, but that cell is really close to the line. It may skirt part of London, but I think the northern half of the town, of the city there, will get some of that. So again, cannot warn you enough. If you're along Highway 80 or Highway 1956 there in Laurel or Pulaski counties, this cell is still moving toward you at a pretty good clip. So you need to be taking shelter now. You need to get into your safe place and be ready for this storm to cross over. Moving still past Whetstone in Pulaski County through Stab, getting close to Squibb. So those areas now getting to see kind of the worst of this cell. Let's see here. So we could have some strong winds from this system. Trying to see if there's any more new information here. Deadly lightning, heavy rain, hail possible, winds in excess of 60 or 70 miles an hour. So that's what you can see kind of in the height of this cell here. So something we're going to continue to watch over the next few minutes to see how it's going to play out. But just across the line, from Pulaski into Laurel, it's now a severe thunderstorm warning for Laurel County, still a tornado warning for Pulaski. So we're going to see if the National Weather Service extends that tornado warning into Laurel County. The cell is trying to die a little bit, but it hasn't lost its potency just yet. Still got a little bit of a little momentum to it and moving to the northeast at a pretty good clip here as we head through. Let's see here. Trying to find out. I'm also trying to keep an eye on that warning down to our south. Let's see here, because that cell there going through parts of Tennessee could eventually affect Claiborne and Campbell counties and also come up into parts of Knox and Bell County. So we want to keep an eye on that one too. Let me zoom out here and kind of get a better look at that while we're watching this cell as well. Got to check both of those out, kind of multitask here. This is actually a very a nasty looking cell right here. I'm going to zoom in on this real quick. I don't want to stay away from Pulaski and Laurel counties too long, but this one could also affect us a little bit later on as we head through. So you can see it there. It's to the south of McCreary County. So parts of McCreary County may get clipped by this as well, but moving toward McCreary and maybe even Whitley and Campbell County, Tennessee, which is right across the border there toward the La Follette and those areas too. So keep an eye out for that one, and we'll keep a check on that one too. But right now, here's the warnings we have right now. We have a tornado warning for Pulaski County until till 9:45, I believe. Yeah, I believe so. Let me double check. Yeah, 9:45, and we have that severe thunderstorm warning until 10 o'clock for Jackson, Laurel, Pulaski, and Rockcastle County. So we're continuing to track this cell and see exactly when that's going to cross over, because still a little potent cell there in the parts of Pulaski County going into now. Looks like, let me see here. Also might clip part of Rockcastle County too. Looking at that. Just off to the, it's going to be close. It really is. It's going to be close to Rockcastle as well. So just to the south of Livingston there, and to the, we might actually clear London now, actually, with the bulk of this cell. So that's some good news. It actually might be shifting more toward Livingston. Let me back out and put a track on this, because I want to see what we got here going on. Let me see. All right, let's try to see if there's any new warnings either. Nope, we're still the same. Okay, let's back out here and look as we head through. Still moving off to the north and to the east, 65 miles an hour. I think it'll be to the south of Mount Vernon, but you guys there, Mount Vernon, may want to go ahead and plan on getting in your safe rooms too, in your shelters, because it could be coming through there in the very next little bit. I'm going to put a track on this for you. Let me get backed out here just a little bit more and see what we've got as we head through there. Okay, now most of this cleared past Ferguson and Somerset and Burnside, but still a lot of communities there in the path of this storm. So let me put the track on this for you as we head through now. It's shifted a little bit to, at least the main bulk of it has shifted a little bit more to the northeastern half of this cell. So we want to put a new track on this for you to show you where we're going to be seeing this moving in the next few minutes. Okay, this is basically over the next hour. Sand Springs at 9:26 here in about 2 minutes. Dillon 9:29. Orlando, Carico, Shop Branch, Grayhawk going through there. That's actually in Jackson County. So that's at 9:48, about 20 some odd minutes from now. So again, we're going to be watching this cell as it goes through those areas and continue to track this for it. We're also watching a cell in parts of East Tennessee getting close to Claiborne and Campbell counties, more so Campbell County right now than Claiborne, but also if it shifts a little bit, we could also see that coming into parts of Bell and maybe even Whitley counties, maybe even McCreary County if it shifts fast enough. So we're going to be watching that cell as well. But as we head through there, the cell moving through Pulaski County into now Rockcastle County, it's actually the bulk of
Woman, it would be fun to change lives with for a day.
Janet Jackson.
Name a city with a good...
Into, it's going to pass London, it's going to go to the north of London, but still a very, very potent storm moving through that area there, going into Rockcastle County toward the city of Livingston. So if you're in Livingston, you guys need to get into your safe room now. That should be there in the next few minutes. Got some new information here. Okay. Got a new severe thunderstorm warning. That's out for Laurel, McCreary, and Whitley counties until 10:15. So we've got the south end of this cell we're showing you here, still pretty potent on some other side, the other side of this part here as we head through and going through. And now just hearing, I know it's out of our area a little bit, but a new tornado warning for Metro Lexington until 9:45. If you have students going to UK or if you know any family up there, I want to give them a call, let them know a tornado warning for Lexington, Metro Lexington, Fayette County, and until 9:45. So just want to point that out there to you too, let you know about that, because I know a lot of people travel, doctor's appointments and things like that during the week. So I want to get that word out to you. But we're still tracking this system here in parts of Rockcastle and Pulaski counties now, moving to the northeast at 65 miles an hour. It's been a pretty little stout sail, but now starting to lose a little bit of its intensity as we head through here, checking to see if there's any more information coming down. The good thing so far about this, we haven't heard, I mean, people may still be surveying, but we haven't heard of any immediate reports of damage, so that's good news. But there still could be some out there, and not trying to downplay the immediate danger of this sail moving through here. So now moving into Rockcastle County, the bulk of it right there on the Pulaski-Rockcastle County line, and some of it will clip northern Laurel County as well to the north of London, but we got some new severe thunderstorm warnings out. Let me run through these here real quick for you. I'll tell you what we've got. We'll start from the top. Tornado warning in effect for Pulaski County until 9:45. We've also got a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Jackson, parts of Laurel, Pulaski, and Rockcastle counties until 10. We've also got a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for parts of Laurel, McCreary, and Whitley counties until 10:15. That was the one just issued just a moment ago. So we're going to continue to watch this sail over the next few minutes to see if it loses any more. It actually looks like it may be trying to gain a little bit more strength. It's been going up and down here over the last little bit, and eventually if it makes it through Rockcastle County, it will get into parts of Jackson County. So we're going to watch this over the next few minutes to see what happens with that as it goes through those areas. Okay, I want to check right now what we're waiting to see. I'm kind of curious to see if they're going to extend that tornado warning. Just a second. I'm going to check on some more information here. Hold on just a second. Okay. All right, so right now we still have the tornado warning for Pulaski County, which a lot of that area still has some pretty heavy bands of rain coming through there. And now the worst part of that storm into Rockcastle County, which is under a severe thunderstorm warning until 10 o'clock. So here for about 31 more minutes. Also some heavier bands of rain moving through parts of Laurel County, back toward McCreary County, and now getting into parts of Whitley County. Let me look down here again at this cell that was moving through parts of East Tennessee. That had the tornado warning on it at one point. Let me see here real quick. I want to check this one just to see what we've got, because this is the cell that could eventually, okay, it's still tornado warning on Scott County, Tennessee. That will eventually turn to the northeast, but it looks like it's lost a little bit of its punch, but it would affect parts of McCreary, Campbell, and maybe even McCreary and Whitley in Kentucky, and then into East Tennessee of Campbell. So we're going to check some other things out here real quick. Basically, there's the line crossing I-75 right now as we head through there for all of the area, but not much right now with coming through into eastern Kentucky, but there is much more going through parts of East Tennessee and all the way down, and there is another line forming behind this, so we are not done by any means. There might be a brief break or a lull, but we've still got quite a bit here to go. Let's see here, take you back in on this cell. Most of it now into Rockcastle County, getting close to the Livingston area, and the part on this northern half of it trying to get just to the south of Mount Vernon. So anybody living along US 25 in Rockcastle County, and then to the, let's see what areas else we have here, what other roads we have. Let me zoom in just a hair more, see if we can see some communities here that will be affected by this in the next few minutes. Pine Hill, Sinks, Mullins, what is that? Burr is on the outer edge right now. Well, hope you guys are seeing some of the worst of this now. And again, no funnel cloud spotted, at least that we've heard of report-wise. But this is a Doppler radar indicated tornado moving across Interstate 75 in parts of Pulaski and Rockcastle counties, here this morning as we head through. Now, if you're in Livingston, this storm cell coming towards you at a pretty good clip. I'm going to take you back down to, okay, good news. We just got word from the National Weather Service. The tornado warning for Pulaski has been canceled. So that's good news there. Right now, at least, no active tornado warnings here in eastern Kentucky. I'm going to watch this cell just a couple of more minutes here in Rockcastle County because there's still a little bit of punch to it as we head through there, getting close to Livingston, and I want to track that for just a little longer to see if anything new becomes of that, because it's had a history of kind of peaking and then going down and then peaking again. So we'll keep an eye on this one for a minute here to see what it does. But Mount Vernon, Livingston, you guys want to be in your safe place right now. Severe thunderstorm warning for you guys at this point. All the tornado warnings have been allowed to expire, but this is the same cell that had a tornado warning on it through Wayne County and into Pulaski County and into parts of East Tennessee as well. So we want to keep an eye on this one here just a few more seconds to see if anything else is going to kind of develop out of that. I want to see if the cell dies down just a little bit before we send you back to programming. But the good news is the tornado warning for Pulaski County allowed to expire here just about a minute ago. So right now we have severe thunderstorm warnings. Let me run back through those. I'll take you back out here and run through those real quick. Severe thunderstorm warnings for Jackson, Laurel, Pulaski, and Rockcastle until 10 a.m., so about 28 more minutes. And severe thunderstorm warnings for Laurel, McCreary, and Whitley until 10:15. A pretty good line of little showers and storms coming through there. And right there, going into McCreary County, rather, is the cell that was going through Scott County, Tennessee, that has a tornado warning on it right there. So we're going to continue to watch this for just another couple of minutes to make sure that nothing fires back up. But all over southern Kentucky and southeastern Kentucky, right there along the I-75 corridor, a very potent line of storms moving through those areas as we head through. All the tornado warnings allowed to expire now, but still Just a very active weather day there, and something to need to keep an eye on as we head through there. I tell you what, let's go ahead and send it back to programming. We'll keep an eye on this storm. Anything else develops, we'll get back to you, and we'll be here all day long tracking these storms.
Lysol knows when the weather is at its best. Allergy season is at its worst. Inside your home, allergens can be found on everyday hard surfaces. Lysol disinfecting wipes remove more than 95% of allergens. And Lysol disinfectant spray kills the source of mold allergens. So from pollen particles to pet dander, Lysol does more to help your family during allergy season. Lysol, the #1 pediatrician recommended brand.
Kentucky is adrift. Tough times that call for tough leadership. David Williams for governor. A proven conservative record. David Williams will get Kentucky back on track.
Government has gotten too large, too intrusive, it costs too much, and it's stifling job creation.
David Williams and Richie Farmer, a bold conservative ticket for governor.
This state needs strong leadership, and we can't wait any longer.
Can I eat heart healthy without giving up taste? A man can only try. And try. And try.
Honey Nut Cheerios taste great and can help lower cholesterol.
Be happy, be healthy.
It's new, and it's the most delicious thing that's ever happened to cinnamon. Introducing Cinnamon Burst Cheerios. 20% daily value of fiber bursting with the delicious taste of cinnamon. New Cinnamon Burst Cheerios. Prepare your taste buds.
Thanks for tuning in to the Freedom Ford Savings Forecast. I'm David Coleman with Freedom Ford with a look at today's savings. Expect huge savings on all Ford cars and trucks with prices dropping into the teens. You'll see an increase in customers from the tri-state region heading towards this